God says, "Don't reject it, my beloved child. I speak to you in this moment not by accident, but by design, for there are no accidents when I reach toward you. Every word that enters your heart through this message has been woven from eternity, crafted before the stars were hung in the heavens, meant to awaken in you what has always been mine. You may feel lost at times. You may feel that life has rejected you. But I tell you this now: do not reject what I am sending, for this is not just a message, it is a gift of life, a reminder of who you are and whose you are. I am the one who shaped you before your mother knew your name. I am the one who has counted every breath you have taken and will take. And I am the one who whispers to your soul in the quiet hours when no one else can hear. You think perhaps that you have stumbled here by chance, that this is just another message among many. But I tell you, child, this is mine and it is for you, and you must not reject it. Too many times you have doubted your worth. Too many times you have silenced the yearning inside your spirit, and yet I have never silenced my love for you. I have pursued you across valleys of sorrow and through storms of despair. I have watched you when you cried alone, when the world misunderstood you, when you whispered questions into the night and thought no answer would come. I heard every word. I saw every tear, and I did not turn away. There are days when the weight feels unbearable, when you ask yourself why you must go through this, why the pain does not stop, why the door you longed for did not open. But I say to you, nothing has been wasted. Every step, even the ones you regret, has been part of a greater design that you cannot see yet. I am not blind to your wounds. I am not deaf to your prayers. I am not far, though sometimes you have felt distance. My nearness is closer than your own heartbeat, closer than the air that fills your lungs, closer than the thought that crosses your mind before you even know it is there. Do not reject the hand I extend to you now, for in this moment I am offering healing, I am offering renewal, I am offering strength. What the world has stolen from you, I can restore. What the enemy has whispered against you, I can silence. What the darkness has tried to smother, I can set ablaze again with light. The dreams that seem dead, I can resurrect. The love that feels broken, I can mend. The faith that trembles, I can make strong. I am not asking you to understand everything. I am asking you to trust me, even when it feels impossible, even when you want to give up, even when you think I have forgotten. I have not forgotten. You are engraved on the palms of my hands, and nothing can erase you from my sight. There is a reason I am saying, don't reject it, because too often my children push away the very thing I want to give. You doubt because you have been hurt. You resist because you fear disappointment. You build walls because you don't want to be broken again. But hear me. The walls you build to protect yourself also keep out the love and blessing I long to pour into you. Open your heart, even if it trembles, even if it feels fragile. Open your heart to me, and you will see that my love is not like the love of people who failed you. My promise is not like the empty promises of men. My word does not return void. When you are weak, I am your strength. When you are lost, I am your way. When you are weary, I am your rest. When you are afraid, I am your shield. When you are broken, I am your healer. You have searched for meaning in so many places. You have tried to fill the emptiness with things that cannot satisfy. And you have learned that nothing lasts, nothing fills, nothing heals the way you hoped. That is because the space inside you was carved for me alone. And until you let me in fully, you will always feel the ache of something missing. This message comes to you not as judgment, but as mercy, not as condemnation, but as invitation. I am calling you back, not to religion, not to rituals, but to relationship. I want your heart, not your performance. I want your love, not your perfection. I want your trust, not your fear. Too long you have carried burdens I never asked you to carry. Too long you have believed lies that were never mine. Too long you have let shame define you, when I have called you chosen, redeemed, beloved. Don't reject this, my child, for this is truth, and truth is what will set you free. Every scar you carry is seen by me. Every regret you hold on to, I already knew before it happened, and yet I still chose you. I still loved you. I still prepared a future for you. Do not think that your mistakes disqualify you. I use the broken things, the weak things, the overlooked things to show my glory. You are not forgotten. You are not useless. You are not beyond redemption. If you could see yourself as I see you, you would never again call yourself unworthy. I call you mine, and that is enough. Child, I know the world has shouted so many voices at you. Some told you you are not enough. Some told you you will never change. Some told you that you are a failure. But my voice speaks louder than them all, if you will listen. I say you are more than enough because I created you. I say you can be transformed because my spirit is within you. I say you are not a failure because in me there is no defeat, only victory. The enemy wants you to reject this word, to shrug it off, to doubt it, to bury it under disbelief. But I urge you, do not reject it. Receive it, hold it, treasure it, because it is life for your weary soul. You may wonder why now? Why today? Because I know the moment your heart is ready. I know the exact second you most need to hear my voice. And this is that second. You might have delayed. You might have resisted before, but now I am telling you clearly, the time is now. Do not postpone the healing I want to bring. Do not delay the renewal I am sending. Do not keep me waiting at the door of your heart, for I stand and knock. And if you open, I will enter and bring peace where there was chaos, joy where there was sorrow, light where there was darkness. You are not reading this by mistake. This is not coincidence. This is divine appointment. I have set this before you as a sign that I have not abandoned you, that my hand is still upon you, that my love is unshakable. You prayed for a word, and here I am answering you. You asked for a sign, and here I am speaking to you. You cried in silence, and here I am lifting you. Do not reject what you asked for. Receive it, even if your mind struggles to believe, even if your heart feels too wounded to trust. I come again to you, my beloved, because you are never beyond the reach of my words. Let your heart breathe as you read, for these are not mere syllables, but a river meant to wash over the dry places inside you. Listen slowly, not with hurried ears, but with the quiet attention of a child who knows the voice that brings comfort. There are truths I will unfold to you now that may feel gentle and others that may feel like a fierce urging. Both are birthed from the same source of love. Receive them without offense, and do not reject the tender correction I offer, for correction is not rejection. It is an act of love designed to guide you back to the path of life. There are seasons in your life that seem sterile, where hope is difficult to find and the future looks like a blank page you cannot write upon. In those seasons, do not rely solely on sight. You are invited to walk by faith, which means moving forward even when the road is not fully lit. Faith is not the absence of doubt. Faith is the courage to keep stepping in spite of doubt because you believe in me. I will meet your steps. I will make a way where there is none. When you obey the small promptings of my spirit, the kind thoughts, the nudges toward kindness, the soft insistence to forgive, to reach out, to trust, you align with a power greater than any obstacle. These small acts are the seeds of great harvests. Do not reject the small things I ask of you. They are the doorway to miracles. Do not reject the people I place before you. There will be souls who come into your life for a reason, some for a season, some for a lifetime. Learn to see beyond your immediate judgments. Love is not always comfortable. Sometimes it requires patience where impatience feels natural. Sometimes it asks you to set aside your preferences to serve another. But in those moments, when you stretch beyond yourself, you reflect my image. Be quick to forgive, slow to anger, and eager to reconcile. When relationships fray, do not be too quick to sever them. Healing often begins with a humble word, a sincere apology, or a willingness to listen. Do not reject reconciliation because pride whispers that you must be right. Pride will cost you far more than humility ever will. You may wonder how to hear me more clearly. The noise of the world is loud. It seeks to drown my voice with empty promises and frantic distractions. I ask you to cultivate stillness. Carve out moments in your day, even a few minutes, to be quiet with me. In silence, the clutter falls away and you begin to recognize the cadence of my voice. It may come as a thought, a memory, a scripture that lights up your heart, a dream that stirs you, a song whose words land deep inside your soul. Pay attention to those things. They are not random. They are the breadcrumbs I leave so you can find your way. Do not reject the promptings you receive. They are the compass by which I guide you. There is a deep healing I offer for your inner wounds. Many of you carry grief like an old garment, worn, familiar, and suffocating. You carry shame like a shadow that follows your steps, whispering that you are unworthy. I tell you now, bring those burdens to me. Lay them down. I do not require that you pretend the hurt never happened. I ask only that you let me touch it. My healing is not a bandage that masks pain. It is a light that illuminates the root so it can be pulled out. It may be a gradual process, and patience will be required, but it will be complete if you do not reject the offer. Allow your tears to flow. They are a language of the soul that I understand intimately. Allow your heart to be known. Vulnerability invites transformation. Do not reject the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not for the one who wronged you alone. It is a liberation for your own heart. When you refuse to forgive, you build a prison for yourself where bitterness becomes the jailer. Release the offense, not because the other deserves it, but because you deserve freedom. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is remembering without being consumed by the memory. It is choosing to move forward. If you struggle to forgive, begin with a single prayer asking me to help you. I will not withhold grace. I will meet you in that place and give you the strength to let go. You have been taught to measure success by standards that shift like sand. The world applauds wealth, fame, and power, yet these are fleeting. I ask you to measure success by love, by faithfulness, by the small acts of kindness that ripple outward. Success in my eyes is a heart that seeks righteousness, a spirit that shows mercy, and a life that points others to truth. Sow your days in faithfulness, in showing up for your family, in being honest where deceit is easy, in choosing compassion where judgment is simpler. These may not always bring recognition, but they build a life of eternal worth. Do not reject the humble path. It is often the road to great reward. There are times when you will face choices that seem impossible. The crossroads may feel paralyzing, and each path holds risks. In those moments, anchor yourself in prayer and seek wisdom. Wisdom is available to you when you ask with a sincere heart. Do not be afraid to seek counsel from those who have walked before you, those whose lives reflect peace and integrity. But above all, listen for my confirmation. I will often speak through circumstances, through confirmations in others, through an inner peace that accompanies a decision. If your choice brings anxiety that clings like a fog, reevaluate. If peace settles over you like a warm hand, it may be my reassurance. Do not reject counsel or the gift of discernment. Both are mechanisms of my care. You may be carrying regrets that replay like broken records in your mind. I tell you, regret is a teacher, not a sentence. Learn from it. Repent where needed. Make restitution where possible. And then move forward with renewed purpose. I have written a story of redemption for you that includes second chances. Embrace the grace that allows you to stand again. Do not reject your past entirely, for in it lie lessons that will make your testimony rich and your empathy deep, but do not let it anchor you. Let it propel you into the future I have prepared. There is also a call to courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to act despite it. You may be afraid to step out of comfort, to speak the truth in love, to pursue the dreams I placed in your heart because uncertainty looms. Know that I am with you in each step. I have equipped you with gifts and talents not for your comfort alone, but for the service of others and the expansion of my kingdom on earth. Do not reject the mission I have entrusted to you, because the risk seems too great. Small acts done in great love will change lives. Take the first step. I will meet you in the journey. Simplicity is a treasure that the world calls naivete. You are tempted to believe that complexity equals worth. Yet I delight in simplicity. The simple act of offering your heart, the simple prayer that acknowledges dependence, the simple meal shared with someone who needs company. Simplify your life so your heart has room to breathe. Declutter the constant chase for more and make space for what truly matters. Relationship with me and with those I have placed around you. Do not reject simplicity. It is fertile ground for deep joy. As you navigate through each day, remember the importance of gratitude. Gratitude is a posture that unlocks abundance. Even in hardship, there are blessings to be counted. A hand that steadied you, a friend who stayed when others left, a sunrise that reminded you of wonder. When you cultivate a thankful heart, you shift your gaze from lack to sufficiency, from despair to hope. Do not reject the practice of thanksgiving. It rewires your soul to see my fingerprints in every moment. There will be storms you cannot avoid, seasons of loss, seasons of confusion, seasons that test the very core of your faith. In these storms, anchor yourself to the truth that I am sovereign. My sovereignty does not mean I cause every painful thing, but it does mean I can bring good out of the pain. I will use the storm to refine you, to deepen your faith, and to reveal treasures hidden beneath the surface. Resist the temptation to panic. Stand firm. Cry out to me honestly. Honesty invites intimacy. In the quiet after the storm, you will find that you have been changed, that your roots have gone deeper, and that your testimony will shine as a beacon for others who still tremble. I call you to live with an eternal perspective. Earthly things are temporary, but the choices you make now echo into eternity. Live with compassion, with intentionality, and with the knowledge that every act of love reverberates beyond what you see. Invest your life into what lasts: love, mercy, truth, and justice. Do not reject the call to serve the poor, the orphan, the marginalized. In serving them, you serve me. Your hands are my hands in the world. Your feet are my feet. When you feed the hungry, when you clothe the naked, when you speak for the voiceless, you participate in the redemption I am bringing to creation. I know some of you fear disappointment if you open your heart to me again. You have been hurt by religion, by people who used my name for their own gain. I am not that. I am not a religion. I am relationship. I am not a set of rules to keep you burdened. I am the author of freedom. Return to me with a renewed curiosity and with the courage to distinguish my voice from the echoes of human failure. I will not disappoint you. My promises are sure, and though they may take time to unfold, they will come to pass in my timing, which is wisdom itself. Do not reject me because of human frailty. Instead, let my presence heal your wounds and teach you to trust again. Above all, know that you are loved beyond measure. This love is not dependent on your performance, your status, or your accomplishments. It is a love that chose you when you were not yet formed, that pursued you when you ran, that welcomed you when you returned. Rest in that love. Let it be the soil from which your identity grows. When you know you are loved, you are free to love others without the need for return. When you know you are cherished, you can face rejection without being undone. Do not reject this truth. You are mine forever. So, my child, open the door. Do not reject the knock. Receive what I offer. healing, restoration, courage, wisdom, and love. Allow me to work in ways you cannot predict. Trust me with your smallest details and your largest fears. Walk with me in simplicity and in boldness. Let your life be a living message of what it means to be loved by the eternal. Hold fast to these words, not as a talisman, but as the voice of one who knows you fully and loves you without end. Believe it, receive it, and live it. I have come again to finish this conversation with you, not because I have more to prove, but because there is more to give. Hear me as a steady whisper and a roaring assurance all at once. I have not finished with you. Your story is not complete. There are chapters yet to be written that will astonish you with grace, with mercy, with triumph that you could not have authored on your own. Do not reject the unfolding of this mystery. Step into it with courage. There are practical ways I invite you to live out what you have received. Begin each day by turning your first thought toward me. A simple whisper, a good morning, to the one who made the morning will change the rhythm of your day. Before you act in haste, ask me for wisdom. Before you speak, ask me for words that heal rather than harm. Before you decide, ask me for discernment. These small practices are not ritual for ritual's sake. They are lifelines that connect your ordinary moments to the extraordinary work I am doing in you. Do not reject the ordinary. I inhabit it. When fear rises, speak truth to it. Fear lies in the future and borrows trouble from tomorrow. It will always manufacture scenarios meant to paralyze you. Counter fear with truth, the truth that I am with you, that I go before you, that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Remember past victories, however small, and let them remind you that I am faithful. Keep a list of moments when you saw my hand at work. When anxiety knocks, read that list aloud. Let memory be a bridge back to trust. Do not reject remembrance. It is the archive of my faithfulness. Live generously. The world will tell you to hoard for security, to build walls of possessions that protect you. But generosity breaks the shackles of scarcity and opens the door to abundance. Give your time, your attention, your resources, and your compassion. Do not imagine generosity is only for the rich. It is for every heart willing to share. A warm meal given to a stranger, a forgiving conversation, a single act of kindness. These are riches in my kingdom. Do not reject the chance to bless. You will be surprised how it blesses you in return. Cultivate holiness not as a badge you wear to prove something to others, but as a posture of reverence and love toward me. Holiness is not isolation, it is closeness. It is the daily choice to align your life with what is true, good, and beautiful. Let integrity be your currency. When no one is watching, choose righteousness. When compromise calls with flattering tones, remember who you are becoming. Holiness protects joy. It sharpens your witness. Do not reject the call to holiness. It is the invitation to be set apart for a purpose greater than comfort. I know that forgiveness may seem like climbing a steep and jagged mountain, so take small steps. If you cannot forgive completely today, forgive one aspect. If you cannot release the memory, release the grip you hold on it. Pray for the person who hurt you, not because they always deserve it, but because your heart needs liberation. Ask me to replace bitterness with curiosity, to replace anger with a desire for understanding. This does not mean you must remain in harmful situations. Boundaries are wise and protective. Forgiveness does not require exposure to new harm. Discernment and grace can coexist. Do not reject boundaries out of a mistaken sense of piety. They protect the fragile places I am trying to heal. Seek community. You were not made to live in isolation. Find those who will walk with you, who will speak truth in love, who will carry your burden when it crushes you. Community is messy. It will test you and stretch you, but it will also shape you into who you are meant to be. Be the kind of friend who listens more than corrects, who arrives more than judges, who remains more than leaves. When you are the one who needs help, do not reject assistance because pride whispers that you must suffer alone. Let others love you. Let me love you through their hands. Dream again. It is never too late. Some of you have shelved your dreams because life demanded more immediate things. Some of you have been told your dreams are foolish. Some of you have been told it's irresponsible to hope. I say to you, hope again. Plant seeds of possibility. Tend small visions as you would a garden. Water them with prayer, nourish them with action, protect them from the weeds of cynicism. Remember that I am a God of new beginnings. I delight in turning ruins into gardens. Do not reject the possibility that your life can bear fruit beyond what you imagine. Remember also to rest. Rest is not laziness, it is sacred rhythm. I modeled rest when I made the world and called the rhythm good. Your body, mind, and spirit need restoration. Sabbath is not only a command, it is a gift, a reminder that you are not defined by your productivity. In rest, you reconnect with what is essential. Let rest recalibrate your priorities. Do not reject rest because you fear falling behind. Instead, embrace it and watch how your creativity and joy return renewed. Let gratitude infuse your relationships. Speak words of appreciation to those who share your life. Say, thank you, without waiting for grand gestures in return. Practice noticing the small, ordinary things people do. The cup of tea prepared, the message sent at the right time, the listening ear in a chaotic day. Gratitude amplifies love. Do not reject the power of a simple thanks. It builds bridges and softens hard hearts. When you feel the urge to compare, stop. Comparison steals your peace and steals your purpose. Your path is unique. The gifts, seasons, and timing I've given to another are not the measure of your worth. Embrace your own calling, however modest it may appear. Celebrate others without shrinking. Rejoice in their successes and let their flourishing encourage you. You are not in competition, you are in communion. Do not reject